So everyone bear with me because I'm going to use some high school physics terms that we may not have heard in a while. So every watt of light produces 1 joule. So for anybody that's missing their physics from high school, just remember that. So obviously on a pathogen, right? So let's take C. diff for a second, because I think C. diff is a great example. So C. diff has a very hard exterior shell. And so that hard exterior shell is through a number of different kind of adaptions of that cell, but that makes it really hard for chemical cleaners to penetrate that hard exterior of that bacterial cell and to be able to kill it. But UVC does a great job, but that UVC has to reach the RNA inside of that bacteria cell. And so it takes a certain amount of time and wattage. And I don't remember the exact wattages millijoules per centimeter square that is required for C. diff specifically. But what we did was we have a very fortunate kind of build out of our facilities. So a lot of our facilities have almost the exact same layout in the living area and the bathroom. And so what we were able to do was we would go into those rooms, and this is the first thing that every facility did, was go into those rooms, and we had preset the rooms to a 5-minute dosage for the resident rooms and a 5-minute dosage for the restroom. And so, 3 minutes for the restroom. So we would go into the resident room, and there is an ink card, and I apologize for not knowing the technical term for it, but you could put that on the farthest wall from where the light is. And so once you turn that on and allow that light to run in that room, that ink changes to the amount of microjoules per centimeter square that it received on that. And it will give you its dosage range anywhere from 25 to 50 to 100. And that color changes as the amount of wattage that turns into joules once it's actually on the surface has been applied. And so when we did that, we were really looking for a wattage around 75, 80, 85 would really be an acceptable range for us, because when we looked at all the pathogens that we're really concerned about, everything really kind of fell below a 55 mark and below on millijoules per centimeter squared required to kill it. And then the bathroom, we just felt like that was going to be even an area that we wanted to be even safer in. So we wanted to get to a 90, 95 millijoules per centimeter squared dosage in our bathrooms. And so that's what we were able to use there. And then once we were able to prove that, right, from our initial standpoint, we knew from an operations perspective, we were really confident on continuing to use that. And so that was how we did the efficacy test at the beginning. What I will say too is, for any operator that doesn't remember to remove any live plants, the moment you use it in a room that has a potted plant, that potted plant is going to be dead. There's no way to revive that potted plant. So that was another piece that we had to kind of work through, is to make sure we're educating operators that anytime that there's a potted plant in the residence room, we need to make sure that we're covering that or removing it from the room before you utilize it, because it will unfortunately kill someone's potted plant.